back again next week. And on a completely different tack now, it's time to meet the fifth of our sixth Volunteer of the Year finalists. At 23, Wayne Parks is the youngest of our nominees and spends 7 days a week brightening up the lives of the young patients at Sheffield Children's Hospital. Gaynor went to meet him.
Well, most of us at one time or another may have had to spend a short spell in hospital, and we all know how boring that can be. And when you're feeling poorly, what could be nicer than a friendly face or voice to cheer you up? Well, for the children staying at Sheffield Children's Hospital, that friendly face and voice belongs to Wayne Parks, and he's the fifth of our 6 finalists for the Tonight Volunteer of the Year.
Good evening, welcome to Crystal, live around the Sheffield Children's Hospital. It's Wayne till 7:30 tonight. If you want a dedication or request, get in touch with us now. You know the numbers, 7396 or 7248. And keep tuned, we've got the best music for you tonight, all night long. I had a lot of problems with my throat. And as I say, it was a case of going into the hospital quite a lot and for long periods of time. And whilst I was there, this guy came round and said, would you like a request? So I was a bit taken back by it, but I said what I wanted, and I heard it on the radio. And then it was a case of waiting for him to come round every other day to play me another record. And it added so much to the actual stay, because it felt like you were something that, you know, you weren't just a patient, you were part of the hospital as such. So that's what got me initially interested.
Wayne, tell me what your commitment is to the station.
It's a bit of everything, really. From fundraising, which is the vast majority of time, presenting, doing some technician work. If something breaks down, with funds as they are, we have to try and replace them if we can. And as I say, it's a bit of everything, anything we can do. We've got a lot of backup, so it's not just one person, it's a big thing.
He spends so many hours up here. I mean, he's often here before I come in the morning, and often here when I go home at night time. And he's just so totally dedicated and knows a lot about the hospital and knows the needs of the children here.
I actually had some time off a couple of years ago, and I had to come back in. I went to Skegness, right? I had to come back in because you're constantly thinking, if there's a problem, you know, you don't want the station going off air. With kids, they're active, most of them, and they want something to do, keep them entertained. And I think the radio side and the TV side actually help them out in that area. And it's nice to hear your name on the radio and hear your record played.
Now, I understand there's a radio and a television station specially for you. A hospital radio and television station. What do you think to that?
I liked it a lot. Well, I like it because you can have whatever song you want on. And it's just, I find it more interesting.
And what do you enjoy most?
When they ask what you want on video and you can have your favourite songs on.
And what's your favourite song?
My favourite songs, Oasis, Wonderwall.
There's various patients who you can't help but get involved with them, and especially if they're a long-term patient. And when something occurs, I mean, it's upsetting to say the least. And you try not to let it affect you, but you do. There's nothing you can do you just can't turn off.
Tell me a little bit about what you do outside of the hospital.
We're going to go filming actually later, because it's coming to Christmas. A lot of the patients can't get out and about, and Sheffield's got some great Christmas lights, so we thought it'd be a good idea to go and have a look at those for them. As you get more drawn into it, you see more opportunities, and for me, it's continuously working towards a goal, and at the end of it, we produce a decent programme for the kids. It's the response you get back from them, which makes it all worthwhile.
Total dedication. He does a show, as do a lot of the volunteers in there, but he also does a lot of the administration work as well, a lot of the fundraising, a lot of the running around and sorting out. He's one of the gophers really that keeps it all going.
Now, you've been nominated as one of our Tonight Volunteers of the Year. How do you feel about that?
I think that anyone who does voluntary work, you don't go for the recognition, you go for the fact that you want to do it. And anything such as this, I mean, it's just added, it's an added bonus. Now, last night, Christopher's mum phoned in from Ward 4, and unfortunately she couldn't make it in. So what she did do is leave a message on our answering machine, and Christopher, this is especially for you, mate, on Ward 4.
We're all thinking about you. I've just rung up to say good night and God bless, and we'll hope to see you all at weekend. Nana and Grandad sends love, and your little sister Amy. Bye-bye, sweetheart. See you at weekend.
And that's it, thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow then, 5:15. Until then, have a great night, and ta-ra.
We'll have the last of our finalists next week.